Hey, this is Taylor with Believe in the Run.
This is Reese with Believe in the Run.
And we're here giving our first thoughts, like real trailhead talk. Like, we just got done with the run with the Sylan Pro.
Sylan Pro.
That's what we're calling it.
From Arc'teryx.
Exactly. Okay, you ran like double the amount that I did. An impressive amount today. We're in the foothills of the Colorado Rockies, and so our terrain was had a lot of smooth single track, some moderate technicality involved on the downhills,
little ice, little mud.
Exactly. So lots of good conditions. I feel like we got a really good
I even ran on the road a little bit, which unintentional, but it happened.
Okay, so give us your take.
Hot take. At first I thought my heel was going to come up a lot in the shoe. That's because I just wasn't snugging the laces down quite enough, and the laces did come untied pretty quickly. Like this little lace garage, I just gave up on that immediately. Once you snug them down, it was like really like like a form-fitting fit. I felt like
an extension of the foot a little bit. Yeah,
it really like gripped. It felt really snug in the like my midsole zone, like midfoot, but I had plenty of room in like my toes.
Totally. And I thought the same thing too, just by looking at it. Like I pulled it out of the box today just to start running in it. Like this soft knit like collar had me worried at the beginning. But there is some structure back here that really did suck the foot in.
Yeah.
Nice padding, Arc'teryx. That was like a clutch move because I felt like that saved the whole construction for sure, without giving too much away. Of like, it really did fit really well,
super well.
And even on technical stuff, usually I relace shoes right away. Like, don't even give it a chance through that first lace. I usually lace it through that second.
Interesting. I can't do the second lace,
and I almost always do that, and I didn't with this one because it felt so good. Right in stepping. So that
feels very natural.
Exactly.
I will say both of us had a problem with the sizing.
Yes, very much so.
I went down a full size and a half.
And I went down a full size, and I feel like this was a good fit. Still had like half a thumb for like daily runs, even long runs. We were out for like hour and a half. You were
I did 18 miles. So yeah.
Exactly. So, and it felt comfortable for that.
Yes.
If you wanted to go further in it, I think maybe half size down, full size down could work for you.
Because I normally wear 7.5, got a 6, and I was like, this is not going to fit. And it did take like a little snugging in to get into the shoe just because of the sock. But once in, I'm telling you, it's like, it really is form fitting.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, for me, like, I mean, I ran 18 miles in a shoe that I've never really run in before, so I was a little skeptical. I've done one other hour run. I noted like the grip it's the Vibram Megagrip.
Yeah, Megagrip light base.
It's
tried and true.
It's really good. Like
I was surprised.
Any problems.
We were talking like, you said these are 6mm lugs. I haven't even looked at the spec sheet really of like, these gripped on all the conditions that we had today, even on like fairly tacky on ice even. Yeah. Which I always just assume no grip's gonna no outsole's gonna do all that well on that, but I felt this did really well. It was a good choice for sure. And then the midsole too, of like, we both commented at different times that the rocker is more aggressive than we thought.
100%. On the road, it actually felt, aside from just having like 6mm lugs, on the road it felt very, like the push off was just so pleasant. Yeah.
In most trail conditions too. It's just so smooth.
And I think, I've run in the Norvan is the other.
Yeah, the Norvan is what they're most common for.
And that felt like a little flat and like heavy, like when you would step, and it just didn't feel like a natural like roll off. Whereas the foam combined with the rocker felt very like it propulsed you forward, and it was just very natural.
And this midsole, like you can see, it's like fairly compressed after our first run.
I was noticing that.
It's much softer than any other Arc'teryx shoe that we've experienced, and like that was pleasant too. Yeah. Like overall, I'm feeling really pleased by the shoe. We also both commented that the Matrix upper, while it is very durable, feels good, mapped to the foot really nicely. What were your takes on that?
My feet were a little sweaty. Like, I am not a foot sweater of any kind, but it's
and we're in Colorado. It's dry Colorado. Look at this.
Yeah, there is literally no humidity here. I was wearing like very light socks, and my feet were moist. And which is interesting because I almost wanted to think that this was similar in construction to the Meta Fuji upper, which is like this really thin but sturdy mesh. And but this one just, maybe it's because it has so much more like plastic overlay that it got hot, or it was the collar. I'm not sure, but you felt it.
Yeah,
as well.
I felt it too. It is a warm shoe, and I run warm. I don't typically notice one way or the other, but I did notice that this felt warm, and so it's just something to note. Hopefully, it's meant to be a high mountain shoe. So if you're just keeping it in the mountains, hopefully the temperatures, it's like 45 degrees here. Yeah, it feels wonderful.
I am too hot in this right now.
But that being said, like that's pretty warm if we notice that.
I'm excited about the shoe. The fact that I just ran 18 miles and my feet feel great.
Yeah.
Like I want to put more miles on it. Like I was telling Taylor that we get so many shoes that very rarely do I want to choose the same shoe over and over. And I feel like this is actually one of the ones that I would like choose. Obviously I've only run, I don't know, 3 hours in it so far. So who knows? We'll see what it's like after many more miles.
I felt pretty much the same of like, and of course Arc'teryx is going to put a mountain tagline in there. Like these are meant for the mountains, meant for speed in the mountains. And I always take that with a grain of salt, but this time I think they might actually be onto something. So who knows? Who knows?
I'm excited about this one.
Arc'teryx Sylan
Pro. Sylan Pro.
We're ready for it. Who's going long?
You.
Okay.
You go long.
Going this way.
Ready? Woo!
We have partners to do that with now.
Yeah. Hell yeah. The shoe's dope. Arc'teryx makes everything good though, you know?